Welcome back to Television A7. Let's jump right into it. Young Miami, she's finally breaking her silence. She's talking about her relationship with Diddy, the City Girls, JT, and all that's been going on over the past, several months. And she's sitting down on Carisha Please, that's her podcast, and her best friend, her bestie, Saucy Santana, is actually the one interviewing her. So, of course, he asked her like, how you doing mentally? She says, some days I'm good, other days I'm like, F this, but I gotta keep going for my kids. So after, we get all that out the way, then Saucy's like, okay, well, let's get into Diddy and let's talk about why you didn't speak up right away and why everyone is, like coming down hard on you. So let's get into this clip.
Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy environment to my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Rich Roulette in a split. All
Yeah.
right on. Ari slap on my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program.
To Diddy, why do you think that?
I met Diddy at P Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is high. We used to laugh because that's like him saying it's always, "What's up, Queen?"
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience. I met Diddy at P Party.
It's a while when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart. Like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience, and I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
It's a while when all of these allegations.
It really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me, and he elevated me, and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like he know how to like find people and identify their talent, and he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like he brought out like my jitsu side, like my woman side. Like it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. Like, baby girl, you more than music. You an icon. You a fucking mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like when all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. That was just me and my career and my family, and just, let him navigate and figure that out on his own, because it really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like.
All right, so that's what Young Miami had to say about Diddy, all the allegations, why she didn't initially speak, this, that, and the third. Let me know what you guys think about it. A lot of these comments are just kind of like saying, oh, this is rehearsed, this, that, and the third. I'll read a couple of them for you guys. Someone says it's given. We practiced this, said a lot, and said nothing at the same time. The NDA was NDAing. You need to get Jason Lee to interview. Oh, that's gonna be messy if if he ever did do that. After that, no shade. She's right though. Y'all wanted her to speak on something she didn't know anything about. Y'all remember when she told Diddy's other girl to shut up because if Diddy made Gina eat Carisha's cat, Gina would already be on her knees. That's what's giving Carisha flexing and knowing Diddy's power antics of abuse. And it's always rubbed me the wrong way, because why did she say that specifically? Like she knew it was true. Let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, that tweet. Carisha's not really gonna get away from that tweet that she did some time ago. Um, so yeah, it's she finally spoke out about it. People either gonna, believe it or not. It is what it is. But she also spoke about her and JT. Like her and JT are still cool, but she just expresses like she didn't really know what JT had going on with the solo stuff, and it kind of sort of caught her off guard. So here's what she had to say about that.
So when it comes to, City Girls and JT, y'all was having an argument on Twitter. You felt like, she was making songs about you. She felt like you throwing a rock and hide in your hand. Where do y'all stand at today as City Girls and just as sisters, as friends?
Shit ain't all good and it's not all bad. Like, we don't talk every day, but it's no beef on my end. I still look at her like as family, but it's not like we on the phone, we chatting every day or we checking in like, hey, she posting my shit, I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
Do you feel like taking it to the internet, or do you feel like things that happen behind the scenes have went too far that it'll never be the same motherfucker the old days?
I feel like once we go to the internet, that's kind of like I'm the type of person, like, if we feel some type
So when it comes to
of way, we could hash this shit out behind closed doors. You could call my phone, we could text each other, we could cuss each other out. But like once it goes to the internet, I feel like you trying to get people to pick a side. Like you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't fuck with that. Because I feel like we've been friends for so long that if we gonna go to the internet, we gotta air each other dirty laundry. Like I'm gonna have to say some shit about you, you gonna have to say some shit about me, and people gonna have to pick a side. And if we real friends, we ain't going to the internet. I'm not going to the internet, and that's I felt like, I'm always the one that's gonna let the narrative run and let people think what they want to think and not clear nothing up. Because it's just it'll never be that serious to me. Like I'm cool. I ain't gotta clear nothing up.
So how long behind the scenes do you feel like have things been rocky between y'all two?
I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since shit been going on behind closed doors. Like I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA, I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. And I just feel like every time we try to talk about it, we could hash together, it just didn't hit.
So do you feel like distance, you living in Miami, she living in LA, did that play a part in the wedge of y'all two?
I don't know.
Did y'all go to the studio together? How was recording? Because y'all last album didn't do well. And I feel like even in interviews, y'all weren't in sync. And it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah. I just felt like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was just in two different headspaces. Like the way we dressed was different. Like I'm more of I wear a leotard. JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I'm riding with my own glam team. When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably the only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know, like, together it just didn't hit. Really know, like, what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like it became a time where, like, when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, ain't no money in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to the studio together. I'm doing a feature. People calling for the City Girls. It's either me or it's you. It just wasn't connecting no more. And I just felt like that's what really made me like start my own brand. Like I gotta do something because I'm in this group. The group ain't making no money. We not working. So it just became a point where we was just like on two different pages. Yeah. And I felt like whenever we just a video shoot, just anything, like it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, you know what? I gotta like figure something out because I do got kids, and that's what really made me start doing like rich roulette and getting into my merch and things like that, because I just felt like the group just wasn't hitting no more.
Basically, right now today,
Like
it's not bad, it's not good, but do you still feel like you would consider JT a sister?
Yeah, I feel like we grew up together. I feel like I'm gonna always look at her as family, but again, like everything I'm not gonna sit here and just like do that strategic question. How are you? Yeah, that's my sister. We go, no, shit ain't all good, but it's not all bad neither. And I just want to move forward from that. I don't want to have to keep answering that question. It's just what it is. It's nothing going on. We not in the group no more. She went her own way, I went my own way, and that's just where we at.
Okay, period.
And I don't want to answer it no more. So don't.
It's not bad. It's not
All right, so that's what Young Miami
good.
had to say about her and JT and the demise of the City Girls, pretty much. But let me know, what do you guys think was the moment where everything kind of started to crumble? I think it was probably just a combination of them wanting to kind of venture off and do their own things. And I think maybe when Uzi came in the picture, and then when Diddy came in the picture, and that caused a whole different type of dynamic. So it was multiple things going on. And then, of course, yeah, you put out an album and the album kind of flops. Then it's like, all right, you're not really in a mood to try to keep it going. So it just ran its course. It was great while it lasted. I love me some City Girls when they first came out. And especially being from Miami, it was a fun time. But let me know what you guys think overall about the interview. It was about 30 minutes in total. If you haven't seen the whole thing, go watch it. Regardless whether you believe her or not, you think she's lying, she's not telling everything. She did the interview, she said what she said, and we could just move on to the next thing. But drop your thoughts down below on Carisha, please. And if you guys want to check out another video of mine, I have one right here for you guys. Catch y'all in the next one.